Someone!
Are you okay?
You were late for your interview, weren't you?
Yes.
Then you'll have to take responsibility for saving my daughter.
Excuse me? So here we are at the last interview. My name is Keiichi Sato. I'm on the way to the final interview at Tokimeki Corp, a company that manufactures and sells nursing care products.
Please! Someone!
Are you okay? Hang in there. I'll give you first aid right away. Thanks to my quick response, she was safely transported to the hospital. I left my business card, but I hope she's okay. Oh crap. The interview. I sprinted there as fast as I could, and they still let me in for the interview, but... I understand the situation, but why didn't you call? This is Saburo Sakata, head of product development and HR at Tokimeki Corp. I'm sorry, it all happened so suddenly. You should always leave home early, enough to handle any unexpected situations. I did leave early, but maybe I needed more buffer time. Anyway, we'll inform you of the results later. A few days later, I received a rejection notice, and just like that, I was back to job hunting. They want me to come back? I'm curious, why would Mr. Sakata, the CEO, want to meet with me personally? Anyway, excuse me.
So you're the one, the young man who was late to his interview because he was saving someone's life.
Yes, sir.
Then you'll have to take responsibility for saving my daughter.
Excuse me?
Come on, Dad! You need to explain things properly.
My bad. I guess I was a bit too brief again.
Sorry about that. My father tends to keep things short and to the point. Anyway, thank you so much for what you did back then.
Oh, you're the woman who collapsed on the platform.
Oh, so you hadn't realized?
I was too focused on figuring out why I was called here.
I was just as surprised when I saw your name on the business card. I never expected the person who saved me to be someone applying for a job here.
She's got such a gentle and sweet smile.
I'm Yui, the CEO's daughter. I was born with a weak constitution, and that day I had a sudden attack. The paramedics told me that if you hadn't helped me, things could have been really bad.
Oh, please. I just did what anyone would have.
He's really modest and nice. How great is this? You saved my life. I can't thank you enough.
Let me thank you as well. I really appreciate what you did for her, Keiichi.
Thanks to you, the business meeting was also a success.
Business meeting?
My daughter works in sales and product development here. That day, she had a very important negotiation lined up. Really, I can't thank you enough.
Excuse me. You! Saburo. Uncle Mamoru. Why is the guy who failed the interview here with you? Uncle?
Perfect timing. Let's head into the meeting room. I'll explain everything there. Saburo, I heard you rejected him.
Of course I did. He was late to his interview without even calling. We can't hire someone who lacks the basic discipline expected of a working professional.
But he was late because he was saving someone's life. If that hadn't happened, he would have made it on time.
I don't deal in what-ifs. The fact remains, he was late without notice.
But he saved my life! He's my rescuer!
Hold on. The one who passed out was you, Yui?
Yes?
Saburo, I'm not saying you're wrong, but unexpected situations can happen to anyone, and if it was to save a life, don't you think he deserves another chance?
A chance?
Take a look at this.
That's...
Keiichi, you submitted this document during your interview, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
It details improvements for some of our best-selling products.
I used to work in fabric manufacturing and sales at my previous job. While working, I was also taking care of my grandparents. One day, they told me they were struggling with some of Tokimeki Corp's products. Was there a specific issue? The functionality is great, but the fabric just doesn't feel good on the skin.
That's exactly the issue we've been struggling with.
If it's materials, I can put my knowledge to use. I submitted that document because I wanted to create better products for my grandparents and for others like them. I had no idea that was in the document.
Wait, Saburo, you didn't even read it?
My main focus was on assessing his professionalism and work ethic as an adult.
Then, now that you've seen this proposal, what do you think?
It's fine as an opinion, but right now, our priority is production. Besides, even with a price increase, our customers are still buying the products. Rather than hiring more people for product improvements, we should be bringing on stronger planners.
But what if other companies start focusing on the same material?
Right now, our top priority is developing products that can compete in the global market. Product improvements can wait until we've secured that success.
But don't you think Keiichi's knowledge of materials could bring significant benefits to our company?
Well,
You know, regarding the deal with Doki Doki Group, we successfully secured the contract with that international firm because we had a product that was similar to what Keiichi mentioned.
so what? The products I developed aren't made with bad materials.
That may be true, but there's no reason to cling to outdated materials either.
You talk like you know everything.
Saburo, it's not like I'm ignoring functionality, but Keiichi specializes in material development. His expertise could be a major asset for us as we expand into overseas markets.
More importantly, Yui, who had given up on product improvements, is fired up about them again. You're the one who reignited her passion, so you'll have to take responsibility for that.
So that's what you meant by responsibility earlier. Well, Uncle Mamoru, if you insist this much, then...
Alright, Keiichi, we may have rejected you once, but after seeing your skills firsthand, I'd like to ask again. Will you join our company?
Are you sure about this, sir? Prove this wasn't just a lucky break. Of course.
And just like that, I secured a job at Tokimeki Corp.
Keiichi, how's the proposal for Doki Doki Group coming along?
Well,
What? Still stuck on it? Make sure you have it figured out before the meeting.
yes.
Something on your mind?
Yui.
Is this the proposal for Doki Doki Group?
Yeah, I just can't seem to put the ideas together properly. There's not much time left before the meeting. What should I do?
Let me take a look.
Doki Doki Group wants products that reduce the burden on both users and caregivers. We know that diapers are one of their top priorities.
But you're struggling to visualize what kind of design would actually ease the burden for both sides.
I think this material would be ideal, but the design is where I'm hitting a wall.
In that case, how about this?
What is this massive pile of documents?
Consider it my collection of idea drafts.
Wait, are these the original blueprints for our most talked about product?
Bingo! I've been wanting to improve it, but Saburo keeps shooting me down.
Why?
Because there's no need to tweak it now.
Saburo.
That product's popularity comes from its specific material and design. If we change it and the customers don't like it, we'll end up losing money instead of making a profit.
But this material, wouldn't it be better to switch to one with better breathability?
In the past, we suffered major losses due to product release delays. Improvements should only be made in the gaps between development cycles.
Saburo!
Yui? Yui, I need to head out for some client visits. Can you arrange a car for me?
Sure!
Wait, Yui.
Keiichi?
What is it, Keiichi? About what Saburo said earlier. Yui, do you know something about it?
Well...
Did something happen between you and Saburo? I heard Tokimeki Corp suffered major losses in the past due to product release delays.
that was because of me.
Huh?
You see, I personally use our products too, but some of the materials didn't suit my skin, so I got obsessed with trying to improve them.
Yui has had sensitive skin since she was a child. The reason I started this business was because I wanted to develop products that suited her needs. My grandparents also struggled with the way some materials felt on their skin, so I completely understand why you're so driven, Mr. Sakata.
But in my determination to improve our products, I ended up delaying the development of a new product Saburo had proposed.
What? The product that was chosen in the deal was Doki Doki Group. It was actually something Yui developed through material improvements. But at the same time, Saburo had submitted a proposal for a new product, a groundbreaking design for a wheelchair tailored for caregiving.
I was so caught up in my own work that I couldn't see what was happening around me. By the time my father stepped in to help, it was already too late.
Another company beat us to launching the product he had envisioned.
So that's why Saburo prioritizes development so much.
But I still want to improve our existing products. I've learned that from experience. I know how to manage workload and decision-making better now. I truly believe we can balance both development and improvement.
I feel the same way.
Huh?
Of course, focusing on development is important, but what matters most is the voices of our users. If they're asking for improvements, how can we possibly ignore them?
Keiichi!
If we value both development and improvements, we can create even better products. Let's show Saburo that.
Got it!
From that moment on, Yui and I focused on making improvements wherever there was room between developments. 1 month later, Yui, we did it! The improved adult diapers we launched last month. They just broke the record for the highest monthly sales. What?
That's amazing! It's the one you refined by improving the material and redesigning the fit, right?
Yes, Doki Doki Group loved it too. They want to sign a long-term contract. Hey Keiichi, this isn't the time to be focusing on improvements. Have you finished preparing the new proposal for Doki Doki Group?
Of course!
Oh, well now I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of presentation you've got in store for us.
Alright, Saburo, you go first.
We're submitting a proposal for a caregiving lift.
A caregiving lift, huh?
We've designed it to be more compact and stable than existing models, while also simplifying the controls to reduce the burden on caregivers.
I see. Next, Yui and your team.
We are proposing a sliding board. A sliding board? Most caregiving beds allow for adjustable height, so by using that incline, users can be smoothly transferred from bed to wheelchair, and from wheelchair back to bed with ease.
Doki Doki Group identified one of the main reasons for their caregiver shortage, the physical strain of caregiving.
The sliding boards we currently sell are smooth, but lack cushioning.
Sato noticed this issue and suggested an improvement, so I negotiated with the manufacturer to provide a more cushioned material.
Oh.
So Yui is complementing Keiichi's weaknesses. On top of that, we discovered that using this new material would also reduce costs. So we used the savings to develop a sliding sheet as well. What? You came up with not one, but 2 products? Well, the sliding sheet was actually Yui's idea.
I thought that if we could use the sheet not just for transfers, but also for repositioning, it would further reduce the burden on caregivers.
Not only did you cut costs, but you also reinvested the savings into another product. That's some quick thinking.
It's all thanks to Yui's sharp ideas.
Keiichi!
Both proposals were excellent. Let's submit them to Doki Doki Group right away.
In the end, our proposal was chosen. A few days later.
Are you Keiichi?
Yes.
I came to thank you, Keiichi.
Thank me.
The sliding board you designed, it's getting amazing reviews. Very, very good.
What? Is that true?
Not just caregivers, but even the users themselves love it. All the facility managers I know, they all want this product. Wait, does that mean? I'm talking about a major contract. We did it, Sato!
I can't believe this. Wait, Lily, our company doesn't just have the sliding board. We also have caregiving lifts, wheelchairs, and many other highly practical products. Wouldn't it make sense to check those out before finalizing the contract?
Mamoru already showed me those, but unfortunately, they're not what we're looking for.
What?
The caregiver lift is very useful, yes, but it takes too much time for one person to operate alone. And on top of that, the materials used, some users have skin reactions to them.
The materials?
This sliding board doesn't just help with our staffing shortages. The cushioning is amazing.
Some of our users have weakened muscles and find it painful to sit for long periods.
But with this, even they can use it comfortably. The texture is fantastic too.
Materials. Can't you just add an extra cushion or a cover to fix that? Functionality is irreplaceable. Why doesn't anyone understand that?
You've been designing products based only on your own ideas.
Uncle Mamoru?
Oh, Mamoru, what's that in your hand?
It's the caregiving undershirt that Saburo developed.
One of our top-selling items due to its excellent breathability.
And what about it?
Try touching this one instead.
What? This feels completely different.
The fabric is thinner than the previous one, but somehow it feels warmer.
That product, Keiichi improved it.
What? It's one of the products my grandparents love, so I've been paying close attention to it for a while.
You went ahead and modified it without telling me?
Huh? I did submit the proposal, you know. Saburo, you told me to just leave it on your desk, remember?
Looks like your lack of organization finally caught up with you.
By improving this product, we were able to cut costs by a third.
More cost cutting? How could changing just the material make such a difference?
Even material suppliers constantly refine their existing products. No matter how good a material is, if it's too expensive, no one will buy it.
Especially in our industry, caregiving products need to be both high quality and affordable.
Not only did you enhance the product, but you also reduced costs? Keiichi, you're amazing.
Actually, this wasn't my idea.
Huh?
Yui, there was an idea in your notes that used similar material to this one, right?
Oh!
Thanks to that, I was able to come up with this improvement.
Keiichi took the baton and carried forward Yui's vision.
Keiichi, thank you so much.
This undershirt, we must use it at our facilities. Do you have stock available?
Of course.
Why does everyone seem to be raving about Keiichi? I will prove that my product is the best.
And so, Saburo found a new business partner and developed a product based on their requests. But
What the heck is going on?
his lack of material knowledge backfired. What was supposed to be a stretchable nightwear design ended up as a skin-tight bodysuit. As a result, the client canceled their contract with him.
Even if there was a misunderstanding on the factory's end, this loss is a major setback.
It wasn't my fault. The proposal was detailed. I made sure of it.
Detailed?
This is just a bunch of bullet points slapped onto a memo.
I wrote it down, so there shouldn't be any problem.
Saburo, it seems I've been too lenient with you.
What?
You always leave the details to others. I've also heard reports about how sloppy your project plans are, making it a nightmare to cover for you. And this failure proves exactly that.
That's...
Sorry, but you'll be paying back the $50,000 loss yourself. Consider it a learning fee.
Wait, Uncle Mamoru, I was wrong. Please just let this go.
But Saburo's desperate pleas fell on deaf ears. He was held responsible for the damages. And since his salary alone couldn't cover the cost, he now works around the clock, day and night. Meanwhile, as for us,
Thanks to you never giving up on improving our products, my dream has come true, Keiichi.
it's because of you, Yui.
Huh?
There were times but you were always there to support me. I can keep pushing forward because I have you by my side.
Keiichi.
I admire your determination, Yui. That's something I really like about you.
And I love how passionate you are about your work, Keiichi.
Thanks for watching until the end.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.